Hi, Sophia. Because it is so much easier to just point at things on the graph than to try and describe it in a long sentence, I'm going to try to show you on your last attempt what your correct answers were and where are there actually some issues in Econ Portal and reasons for me to remove actually one of the questions. Now, the first question in chapter 12, the one that deals with Ina selling her homegrown garlic, you actually drew the demand curve in its correct location every single time you attempted these practice problems. I know that Econ Portal gave you credit only one time out of all of your attempts, but in fairness, everyone, even the graph I'm pointing at right now, the one in your last submitted attempt, is actually correct. All you needed to do was to draw a horizontal demand curve. That is also the marginal revenue curve, so you chose the correct color for it. And at the intersection between this marginal revenue curve and the orange marginal cost curve, we're going to identify the profit maximizing level of output, this quantity. So everything you drew, in fact, is correct, and Econ Portal should have given you credit in every situation. The more disturbing problem is this next one, where it tells you that in the following diagram, you see the cost and revenue situation for a perfectly competitive firm that is maximizing its profits. And it wants you to draw a line to identify the quantity produced, and then to assume that the fixed costs are reduced, and as a result, there are changes in some of the cost curves, and finally identify the area of the economic profit or loss with these lower fixed costs of production. The reason I say that this is the more disturbing situation is that Econ Portal gave you credit when it shouldn't have. So let's see what the situation is here. Originally, you had this darker average total cost curve, right? And these were the costs of the firm, and we have the marginal cost curve in orange, and then you were given the original demand curve or marginal revenue curve for this firm. Now remember that with this situation here, really it looks like it's touching in the minimum point of the average total cost curve. And so you should be showing the profit maximizing level of output as you did here with this dotted line, the pink dotted line. And this is how much the firm is producing. So that is correct and is correctly drawn. Next, you were told that the fixed cost of the firm is going to decrease. So as a result of that, this original average total cost curve is going to shift downward because you are faced with those lower costs, and you correctly drew the lower average total cost curve too. What you were told, however, is that this is the only change in the firm's case, and we are still producing with this demand curve. Remember, this firm is a perfectly competitive firm, is a price taker. The price is decided by the industry, and as a result, this individual demand curve still stays in its original location. So we have still the same profit maximizing level of output. However, the profit now should be drawn from this intersection point, the pink intersection point, to where the average total cost curve is to be found corresponding to this profit maximizing level of output. So your profit rectangle should actually extend all the way to the dotted line. And Econ Portal, in fact, gave you credit incorrectly for this problem. Because of this, I am going to remove this problem from the homework assignment, and you will still have the recording, and hopefully it will make sense to you what these explanations mean. But if you still have questions, please do not hesitate to ask.